Hey Dave, how's it going, man? Okay, now I don't know if I've shown you this yet or not, but this is one of the projects that Ruth and I have. Yeah, you're looking at it. It is an 1893 opera house. Now I'm going to so you can see it. Look at that. And if you go and look at Team Craig, you'll see a lot of the pictures of where we started from. I mean, this had vines all over it. It had all kinds of stuff. You can kind of see right down in there was the base of a vine, and it grew up. Some of those things are like that big around. Some of the vines, but we've got a lot of work to do. But I wanted to save it. I'm just going to show you the outside in. Sometime I'll take video of the inside. This is what the side of it looks like. This is a mixer grinder that the people that used to own it have. And you can see right along the side, all of that is rotted out. You can see where there's holes that go underneath there. Oh yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. Those are vines, and what you see there, all of this was what was on the front. And we went in and we tore all of this down on the front because what we want to do is get the whole thing ready for winter. And then there's this pink building next door, but we'll go on around the side of it and you can see all along the side, and I think it's because there were trees that were there, and there were trees that were there were weeds that were there. This is some of the trees we got out. All of that right back there are the trees we got out. This whole side, you couldn't even see it. But as you notice, there's holes through the whole building and down along the bottom. And it looks like the brick is the foundation down there. And there's a couple of other holes in the building. I mean, this is a fun project. And we've got other things over here. You can kind of see the whole side is wide open. So we're going to have to fix that sometime. Wish you were here. You could help us. There's a back door that doesn't open. There's all kinds of junk on the inside. So we've got a big project ahead of us. Over on this side, this used to be a stage that went way above the building. They said it was an elevated stage, and lightning hit it and it burned down. So the people that owned it built this the back part back onto it, and these weeds, these trees and vines, and those trees and vines were all just on this side of the on this side of the opera house. And it is an opera house, so that's the cool part about it. And let's keep going around the side. And if someone wants to donate to helping restore this opera house, we have a place on Venmo, and it's called ConnectWithCraig, because this opera house is in Craig, Missouri. So if you know somebody that wants to make a donation, if you want to make a donation, we are a 501c3, Team Craig is, and Team Craig is the people that are putting all of this back together. And so it's Connect with Craig is the Venmo. If you're on PayPal or know someone on PayPal, it's Team Craig MO, like Team Craig, Missouri, but Team Craig MO at gmail.com. This whole side had vines on it also. We got all of those vines off of there, and I don't know if you can see down in here somewhere. There were 2 pine trees. This is one of the vines. That's how thick those vines got. And I don't know how to show you, how big they really are, so you know. And let me see. There, right there was one pine tree, And the other pine tree, I want to say, is back in here somewhere. And the guy that's over here next door, he cut them down for us. And this is, well, you can see the vine there also. And the vines actually grew right in the windows. And that whole thing of vines up there, we're going to eventually get down. Down along the bottom are vines that we have cut down, but didn't have room to throw them in the trailer. These are vines. That is not a trunk of a tree. That is, this whole piece right here is nothing but a vine. To kind of tell you how big the vines got, right there, running right up there is another vine. So that's kind of what we're fighting. You can hardly even tell that that's a power pole going up to the top. And so there's those vines. All of this is coming down. We want to get a coat of paint on the outside, so you know, at least it protects it a little bit. You can see the vines all up in there. This is the window to the office. So we've got our work cut out for you. That was a tree. These are vines that have grown up along, and hopefully, you know, we're hoping that there are some people that are interested in us helping us to restore it. And I don't know whether you noticed, I don't know if you can tell from here or not, but that is a metal roof. So the roof is metal. It's all pressed tin. You can see it on the front side of it. It's pressed tin clear at the very top. Well, that's what's on the roof also. There's no windows on this side, so we're going to have to cover all of these guys up and figure out somehow on this part. And you can see there's another electrical pole that just has vines all over it. We're trying to get them off of it, and somehow we got to figure out how to rebuild this door, and we're not really sure how we're going to do that, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got to get this all closed off, you know, before the winter time. So anyway, that is the Opera House. That's the Opera House that we bought in Craig, Missouri. And you know, if anybody wants to stop by and take a look at it, there's a great diner called Paula's Diner that is right down the street from the Opera House. We can't wait to get this going, to get it all cleaned up on the inside and see what the acoustics were in 1893. So hey, you take care. This is Mike, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye.